What's going on, everybody? I am Domovex, comicreleases.com assistant editor. It is time to talk about all the delays, pushbacks, everything else that has been piled. Let's do it. The first of which is the Strike Force Moratorium Omnibus. I made a mistake in the previous video. I actually want to real quick just talk about the previous video. The previous video that I put out was that DC and Image put out all of their specific single issues on the 23rd of April instead of the 16th of April. It just appears that Image is now doing that still. DC's issues are still coming out this week, so error on Lunar's part, but I am just here to report that. Anyways, previous error that I made in the last video, the Strike Force Moratorium Omnibus is now coming out on the 1st of July instead of the May date originally solicited. Next up, we got Aliens vs. Avengers number 4, which is now coming out on the 4th of June instead of the 7th of May. Black Canary Best of the Best number 6 is now coming out on the 7th of May instead of the 30th of April. Invincible Compendium Volume 2 is going to now come out on the 7th of May as well instead of the 23rd of April. This is a brand new printing. They are reprinting this specific compendium. It is on Lunar, and that is what we have there. Grommets number 7 is now coming out on the 7th of May instead of the 30th of April. On the 14th of May instead of the 30th of April is also Ultra Mega by James Herron. Keeping up with the same Image collections, Dead Eyes Volume 2, The Empty Frames, is now coming out on the 9th of July instead of the 21st of May. What's the Furthest Place from Here, number 22, is going to get a 2-month bump out to the 9th of July instead of the 7th of May. TMNT number 9 is now coming out on the 4th of June instead of the 28th of May. This is the Jason Aaron IDW run. Let's go ahead and go over to Marvel a bit to talk about some of the delays there. The first of which is Exceptional X-Men by Eve Ewing, Volume 2 trade paperback, which is now coming out on the 2nd of December instead of the 14th of October. Hasn't technically been formally solicited yet, but it is in the PRH catalog and available for order at your retailer near you. Doom Academy number 4 is now coming out on the 21st of May instead of the 14th of May. Daredevil, Cold Day, and Hell number 2 by Charles Soule and Steve McNiven is now coming out on the 21st of May instead of the 14th of May. You also have Jeff the Land Sharkaroo, issue number 1, part of a 5-issue series by none other than friend of the channel Kelly Thompson, the 18th of June instead of the 4th of June. Spider-Man Noir is now coming out. So this is a reprint of the Hard-Boiled Editions trade paperback, now coming out on the 30th of September instead of the 29th of July. All right, we got some collected edition delays to talk about, the first of which is Daredevil Volume 19 Marvel Masterwork is now coming out on the 3rd of June instead of the 20th of May. Next up, we got the Volume 1 Fantastic Four Omnibus reprint now coming out on the 27th of May instead of the 20th of May. Wolverine Omnibus Volume 6 is being pushed to the 17th of June instead of the 27th of May. All right, next up, we got DC delays, the first of which is another delay for the Last Days of Lex Luthor by Brian Hitch and Mark Waid, Black Label magazine size hardcover. This is now coming out on the 8th of July instead of the 24th of June. Superman Unchained, the Deluxe Edition, Superman Day exclusive, direct market edition, whatever you want to call it. It's actually on sale right now, so go to your local comic shop, ask them for it, and you will get a nice white DC Bullet logo on it. The Danny Earls foil variant is being pushed to the 30th of April instead of the 23rd of April for Flash 20. And last but not least, we do have the Batman Arkham Asylum Living Hell Deluxe Edition by Dan Slott and Ryan Sook. This is now coming out on the 7th of October instead of the 12th of August. All right, we are here to talk about some unfortunate news, and I have no idea what they're going to do on the rest of this front, but I am here to report that Epic Collections are now going to be $60 in some spots. The first of which is Guardians of the Galaxy Epic Collection Homecoming, which is now $60 instead of $54.99. And you also have Avengers Epic Collection Time Slide, which is also $60 instead of $54.99, unfortunately. Next up for price changes, we have the Jonathan Hickman Ultimate Spider-Man run, Volume 3, not Omnibus. Maybe someday. Family Business trade paperback. This is now $19.99 instead of $17.99. 152 pages, so you do get a page increase for this. Still the same release date. The same goes for Cable Love and Chrome. Now $19.99 instead of $17.99. 160 pages instead of 120 pages for that specific comic book. A couple of boom price changes, the first of which is, well, all of these are Labyrinth hardcovers, but the first of which is a standard size graphic novel hardcover of Labyrinth at $40 instead of $29.99, 224 pages. Next up, we got the Beyond the Goblin City hardcover at $60 instead of $39.99. And then the Coronation hardcover, which is now going to be $60 instead of $75. You also have future issues of Something is Killing the Children, getting to that $4.99 range instead of $3.99 for you single collectors out there. And last but not least, let's talk about two DC price changes, the first of which is Batman Brave and the Bold Across the Universe, $17.99 instead of $19.99 for this trade paperback. And last but not least, I know that Mike Grell already talked about it on his Twitter, but as it stands of the moment, we do have a page decrease and a price increase for Warlord Volume 1. It could have been $75 had it come out a couple of years ago, but unfortunately now it is at $100, and it is only going to be 704 pages instead of 1,040. Now keep in mind, it hasn't been formally solicited. We also won't know the solicited issue contents until we get the proper pre-order catalog from DC, which hopefully will come soon as possible. But as I've learned from life, you just wait for 5 minutes and something will happen.
If you haven't yet, check out our website, comicreleases.com, my and Webhead's love letter to comics, a hotspot where you can finally figure out what's coming out, when, from what place. Our unique upcoming website tracker in the Collected Editions tab makes sure that you're on top of every single collected edition coming out on the market with release date updates to the minute, from the tiniest graphic novels to the giant Generator Deluxe hardcovers as large as an absolute. Our unique spreadsheet not only gives out the most accurate information out there, but our format also filters and ensure that you can find your books as quickly as possible. The tracker also gives out links to domestic and international retailers so that you can purchase your comic books at the snap of a finger. We are also proud to host monthly solicitations as per given by the publishers that generously send us information to give to you all. From the Ultimate Universe to the creator-loved Oceans and Universes, we specialize in giving you the most readable format of solicitations without any of the annoying advertisements. If you also donate to our Patreon at just $2 a month, which is less than a coffee at Starbucks, you will receive access to a special watch list dedicated to individually tracking items that are on your wish list, past or present. Place in your tracking number and make sure that these books also not only come in safe, you can even put in special comments on these as well. On top of that, your name will also show up at the end of every single Dom of X video creates as a huge thank you. That is comicreleases.com. For more information, check this out down in the description. If you also want to contact me or Webhead, check the contact forms down in the description or email me down in the description.
That's going to be it for this video. Let me know in the comment section down below if any of these delays affected your comic book purchasing, buying, and reading. I need to know. Let me know what your comments are in the comment section below. But that's going to be it for me. I'm Dom of X. You be you. Please stay safe and dominate the day wherever you go.